everybody, I'm Allie and welcome to Power Poppy. Today is Inspire Me Monday and today we are going to accessorize. So a while back I got myself a new phone and I always get myself a heavy duty case because I'm Mrs. Clumsy and I don't want to break my expensive phone. So this time I happened to find a clear case for my new Samsung. And I kept wanting to decorate it because the back is clear, as you can see, and I just hadn't had time until today. So what I've done is actually taken my phone, which is smaller than the case, of course, and I have created myself a template. And basically I've tried this inside my case because sometimes you have to trim it down. So trim your template down to make it fit nice and snug, but not too snug. And I just use some lightweight cardstock for this. And because I knew I was going to either crease it or bend it or, warp it. So I needed something that I could eventually throw away or at least use over and over again. So I created my template. I cut it down to whatever size it needed. I cut the window for the camera aspect as well. And this is what I came up with. So I have cut myself a piece of cardstock. This is Copic Express It cardstock, and we are going to decorate it. So with that being said, I did have some footage of me prepping for basically all of my coloring. So I put the large rose stamp from the My English Rose stamp set into my Misty. And we're actually going to stamp this 3 times onto our little background there using Tuxedo Memento ink. And I have to laugh at myself. This is hilarious. And there's that gorgeous stamp set. So this is what the triple kit of roses looks like. And I didn't manage to record any of the background prep for this, but all I did was take my airbrush system and I used my Copic R20 and basically gave it a really light coat on the back all around the roses. I wasn't even exact enough to make masks at all. And once I had my light layer down, I put my stencil over top and added a little bit more color just to get a hint of it in that backdrop there. It was really easy background. And now we're coloring in those leaves. And I began with a base coat of a YG61. And right now we're adding in our mid-tone of our YG63. And I'm just basically doing that to highlight all the veins and to put in the darker aspects of the leaves, wherever there's an overlap or a petal is overlapping it and causing it to be in the shade. So that's what we're doing right now. And then I took my darkest green marker, my YG67, and deepened those vein lines again and added any more shadow aspects. And you can take any combination of green. I was just working with my YG60s, so this was fun. So I continued to add in those darker shades, and now I'm going to throw you a fun one, and we're using a Y21 and just going along the edges of those leaves just to add some color. I'm going to bring back my YG61, which is my lightest color, and basically just kind of blend all my greens out to that yellow edge. It just softens everything up. So it's really quick and easy. So for my roses, and I've already done this on this particular rose, is I've added my base color of YR000. And it's, even though it's in the YR family, it does kind of have a pinky hue, so it worked perfectly for that base coat. And we're actually starting on the ends of the petals of our gorgeous roses with an R21 this time. I thought, heck, roses are fabulous and come in all kinds of colors, so I'm going to make the tips of the petals a lot darker than the insides. So we're going a little different. Normally I would do this probably from the inside and use it to shade, but we're going the opposite way. So continue to add that R21 to all the edges. I'm trying to maintain an inner light color. It doesn't always work with the smaller ones, but that's okay. Just tap, tap, tapping, adding color towards the back. I'm not trying to be exact, because number one, nature is not exact, so why do I have to be? Plus, this is supposed to be fun, easy. Absolutely. So just below the petal that I'm working on right now, there's kind of like a tucked, it's the underside of a petal actually. So that's why I haven't colored it in. It's still that creamy YR color, and that's why I never colored it in. I will go back and add another layer of YR000. Now to add a little pop of color just along the edges, I did go in with an R81 and deepen up the edges, and this is an R85 to add those bold dark edges. So it turned out pretty cool. So the final step was to cut out our camera hole. That's all ready to go. And all I need to do is slip it into my case. So just remember, if you're going to do this, you need a lighter weight cardstock. It just bends a little bit better, is a little bit more flexible in the case. And that about does it. So I hope this inspires you to accessorize on something that you own. Thanks for joining me today, and have a great week, guys.